Okay, we're back. Back to yep. We don't do our Pokemon Piano 2. We got rooms here. You got a field of rooms here. Yes, we do. That's what this place is for. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Now we're recording for sure. And that is a good audio take right there. And here is the video accompaniment. Okay, we want to report here. Let's go to CNN News live broadcast. Let's see if we can go over there and make sure. No, we have to go to local news, but we have ways of. No, we don't want to divulge how we do this. See, neither do they. So let's go over here. Let's go to KTLA again. Let's put it up to the phone. Okay, sounds pretty fair to me. And let's get your Fendingo's number. Okay, this will be. Let's put this up here. More life, deeper meaning. .blogspot.com. You can read about this right there. Let's go a little HTTP on that. Oh, there it is right there. So an image that can talk and speak the language, all tongue dialects, see? Combined with the ingredients, not to say of saints, so check the and KTLA doesn't like us. Are you sure? You don't like us. You do like us? Well, let's make sure we have this right, because these people's lives are hanging in the balance of news is not supposed to be bias and inciting cockroach larvae sidesmanship. There's nothing to really make a joke about, and that is what we're talking about. And you do this, Manny, especially. And the N word that came up, we'd rather not use. Never do we like to use those kind of words. Let's close this. So it does a little slower here, but we'll get this. Okay, we've got a few files right here. We're going to get a MANNY file, a juicy one. And read her. Oh my God. How could they do that to her? And you're going to let them get at them, and then you're going to do that to them and color real bad people put it up their butt and stuff? That is what you're doing. That is why I want you dead men. That is mine to care about. Dead people like Ricky needs to be orchestrating that kind of stuff. You too, Will. You're looking like you're some colored predator right now. That's the look you're giving me. That isn't what I need. I need you to make sure I have some funds in my account and that this is a safe haven. And when we make a phone call in their interest, you are supposed to let them go. That's how the rules seem to work. Not brainwash them into victimizing them rear end style even more. And I know you did it. No, Manny taken into custody. Officer there. Manny taken into custody right away. Ricky also, if possible. Rick is quick. Don't let him hurt you. You are not to let Ricky hurt him. You're to protect the law end of this, please. Then, no, they work on that too. If you put it up, they got other ways. They got the cockroach deal. Larvae, remember we have that up. Get a few of these. We'll get one of the better ones. We'll just have real juicy, catch them in the act. But no time to waste, please. They're assaulting them sexually right now. So I want you dead men. You do? Yeah. And you're doing it too, BETTO. Your own indignation. Did not like authority. Did not like women raped and want to put a penis in my mouth to do otherwise. Denise also. So maybe you can get Denise as you pick and rolled. Hines, that is. And you just happen to be a person's proxy there, sir. Another one. This one. Oh, let that roll for a little bit. Her too. She does it to do us all off. And does the deed too, to boot. Yep. That isn't yep okay either. She tells you you're not with it. And she's in the act of sucking down goblins. You're doing that, Wendy Lindley, and you know what you're doing. And you know what time it is and why I called. To set the others free, let my people go, and all that kind of, you are never one to psych, no sir. And they're being raped and you're raping them and doing the dunder here, orchestrating a screw over to Steve here for catching you. An FBI unit's observing. I don't want to let them know too much. Don't want to blow their covers. I don't want you to go in. I'm Wendy Lindley. Look, join me. Come join me. Look at my behind. So by being a sharpshooter in his own right, sir, and she's a hustler very, very much. Oh. And the law is the law. You know, whether you're wearing Levi's today and you've got your own ideas of getting back on track or passing the baton right there. That's a motley one. I'd really like to see you pass the baton far and free away from. Let's see if we can get a real good look at what cockroach larvae incubation forcibly induced and sodomized brings to the table. And that isn't something to even relish, even though you're trying to act as if I'm trying to do that, but I'm not. Oh no, I'm not. Brings to the, you need to be boom. And you know you are Collins, Westminster. You're doing all of this too, to play a prank on anything and everything to do with good, God, law, lawful, life. And that's all you do is take life and lives. You're not really a police. Pretend to be a police and a judge togetherly. Oh, they do. You're right. Show you more. Stick around. I don't think that's a zip file. I think that's a, maybe it is though. Yeah, I think it is though. So you got it, you're listening, you got it right. There's a little bit of noise going on, but you are not supposed to act as if Steve's the bad guy here. What's wrong with you? Quit making threats to Steve, John Vowell's company. Had I thrown blows or murdered anybody or kicked anybody or anything, that I hadn't done. See, I'm just a motley 60-year-old. 60? Yeah, 60 years old. And this is the guy, Manny, right here. We're going to have him up here, and you know what you did and do, and tell a lie you didn't do that. And the act right there, too, and I catch you, you're lying to my face. I know I did. I know I did again. You're lying to God, too, not just Steve. That's a B6 on your forehead. Wear it good, pal. And we asked you to take him into custody. That's where we're going. Thank you, sir. So Wendy Lindley has taken it too far too, and we asked her to keep out of this quite a lot, many times, and you want some too. Do we know what you do? Got keys to go somewhere and lock somebody up. Reminders of telecares need to be forfeited. Forfeiture laws. And we'll get those statutes up to you. Oh yeah? So you plan on coming over with guns, doing foul play? Because he may not look like he's a flying saucer aperture conveyance captain or approacher. Here comes an approacher. Stand by, please. Police unit, come in, sit down. Come in Steve's room. One or two. One officer. It's only lonely. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me check the door. Now we have some observation here, footage. Let's make sure that is the reason for coming over. Some filmed evidence in the act, so to say. And we know who you are too. Oh, come on, come. You know who Steve is. You're a friend of ours. He forgot to murder, and he did not lay a hand on anybody, first up. Yes, sirree. Oh, forget it then. No. Manny is involved in your Syracuse too, huh? Oh, that's too bad. It's not Colin, no, it's his friend. My friend, yeah. Starting case, yeah. Well, you know, I would deserve to get, but we really want to, some way or another, eventually draw some kind of pattern of a boundary with our saucer and abuse a saucer, so to say, you know, in friendly terms. Would I like to get knocked out? Tone it down then, please. Drink some water, have a cough drop or something. Okay, you're right. So you're going with him, huh, Manny? Or mental, not the mental ward. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that again. Because I said not to. Because you nuked to holy hell, the land, the air, the sea mass, not any old holy hell. You think a Bible toter would lie about something less witness that we witness, that you're lying and laughing at reflector field technology. Damien will lie for you in the act. So you're asking whoever, however, and I catch you in the act. Phony baloney uniforms. Oh, Vicky got excited. My phone accidentally rang. It fell off the hook. She get excited. I said hello, and I didn't want to act like she's a dust bucket. So she had this hysteria fit. That's what you did, though. All right, let's get this back here. And this is it might look pretty disgusting at first, that subject. But you need to take it down because you know that why. That's not what it is, though. Let's do the Bing search engine. Okay. We'll show you. We'll show you. Oh, you're a good actor too, because I'm an expert at this subject now, and I'll show you where you are. I'll get you. Oh, it's a little bit slow right there, yeah. Cockroach, remember? Cockroach. Let's go here first. Let's get the MANNYs out first. This is what you do, though. Unit nearby, talking to us, transceive, like that dude right there. Some of these individuals are not sure how to. If you're getting around, you're just trying to be brazen about it, Steve, or you're trying to get them to fuck the fuck out of it, fuck you killed his asshole, did it, and all that. They're not your love. They brainwash you. And they do turn you into these kind of creatures, too. Hurry up and get you out of there. And let's see. You did it there, by the way. You act like you didn't know what I was talking about, Manny. Manuela, too, does that. Is that, by the way. Yep. So she is way long on not your type. Yeah, she wants our apartment and all that, try to buy it, did buy it, in fact. But we had already waived and filled out papers, as you saw we did, lie we didn't, straight face, with assessor's ID number, that's my property, not yours or theirs or hers, and that is fighting words and killing words, and you're a murdering liar in on it. It's fighting words again. They want to murder me, shoot, boom, boom, get the heck out. And you guys nuke defaulted too many times. Nuke in denial. We refurbished exactly that. Exactly that. And defaulted too many times. Exactly that. Liar in denial. And I believe the right side of this is to kill all of you because you are vindictively, maliciously, with every esoteric or not described iota of wanting to do the evilest things, desiring, planning, premeditating, like your district attorney, for example. And you lie straight face like an enemy, not any old enemy. So in an effort for the insurers to pay up and avoid more nuclear confrontation, like you didn't do before, you did do nuclear confrontation, didn't pay up. And I saw you did. And if these aren't the worst that are letting that laugh, that's funny, great. That's the funniest thing. Why is that funny? It ain't funny? Then why are you a lie about this transmission does not occur? Sandra Hutchens. Is that guilty? That's guilty as charged to me. Do I want to fight you? That's a whole different question. First, one question at a time, please, and one charge at a time. And first of all, you are a perjurer on the stand right there at another court, telling lies to go get infantry over here and murder my butt. Say there's no such thing as the God or the image that can intercept nuclear tumult too many times and laugh in my face at guess who's coming over to get you. She's got written all over her face. And I know I catch you in the act. No, let me see if they get you yet. Naval warship, are they gonna, boom! Is that what you did? You asked naval warship. Police officer knew. Was it Case? Yes, it was. So Sergeant Case, JB Case, coming back from a UFO liaison some years ago, decades even. They ran into Steve here at the service. He was a live one. 60 years old, Steve. Yep. And it isn't every day that a Bible model goes out and about lying about this, and you're a liar, a fibber on the loose, and a very bad abductor, like Sergeant Case is, for example. Exactly the case. And did you know he does real terrible things also? So everybody does it. The world is too far gone for you to say, Steve. You know that. Oh? Maybe, or maybe not. Is that your excuse? Huh? Did I say to take you out? Yes, I did. Is that take you out too, phony judge? Yes, sir. Am I your attorney as well? Yes, I am. Do you have a say when you murder? No, you don't. When you murder as many as you do? No, sir. There you go, then. That no contest. But I tell you what I'll do with you. You want to make a deal, let's get over here, put your Skype up here. Put your Skype up here. You didn't come prepared for circuit court. Omnipotent courts are victims abused counsels. Regard for her types that do nebulas up with BETTO And it's very, very, very upsetting and disturbing to somebody that you're on the list. And even if you do it, you do it, you do it, you do it, do it, everybody's doing it, still and still, you are to take a do as your parents say and don't do as your parents do approach. If all else is nothing to common ground to authorize you to be able to one better than and take them into custody. Is that understood? Let's make sure that that's understood, please. Because it can't just be a runaway down regression to macular. And very, very, very sadly so. And so I want them released, and I want some funds put in my account so I can process people like that are hit and hurt that you psych to do that to. Deputy right here, and it's not Wonder Woman, it's my bicycle missing? No, the other one. Okay. So by knowing that this is a installation, a military installation, so to say, and you know why, and by laughing and making a mockery and wanting to see evil instead of good and launching too many times that you're in denial about, wondering if you're going to get in trouble or beat because you know that's what you deserve. Whether you think Wendy, Lindley, or whoever, however, is going to stay you. So we need to actually get some marshal service just for the record. What we do is subpoena here, ladies and gentlemen. High court's accord that you're a fibber and a murderer, so terrible, and an abductor, and so are you. So terrible as well. To say 1, 1 million, 1 billion, a need to get your orgasm, a rape orgasm. That's how many you do away, their souls and all. It may look, ladies and gentlemen, like a 5 or 6 foot individual, ladylike coroner. And this is why rules need to be resituated on these subjects. This and habeas corpus life, comeback, resurrection iotas and statutes. I know you disagree because I know you and they deserve boom. Eye for an eye is only eye for an eye. When you lie this far long, you shouldn't mind, should you? Should you? If you're guilty of anything real bad, why should eye for an eye be a problem? Huh? Is this building kind of zoned for a little bit of noise sometimes? Did I ask you to murder all you could and lie about the truth, the facts that were already presented earlier today? Are you getting a luxury and a very, very good deal for somebody to cop an attitude for you? Because one knock or two, and the whole thing goes up, and you know Steve gets very, very scared, very, very quick. Yes, he does. He gets very, very scared, very, very quick, and he's just trying to do as good as he could. Because you want to do very, very evil bad. Very, very evil bad. Ricky too, and BETTO also. And they set up a real juicy way to stick it up your butt real good, Steve. Guess who's coming over for dinner? Andrew, no. Connie, nah, I don't want Connie. If Andrea Arnold's coming, then she can stay over and hang over. I like her a lot. But you have to stay, make sure you don't get hurt and abducted again. A dead man. You abduct my cousin? Dead man. Dead man. You're supposed to be funny. Remember, you're supposed to be on my side and change your ways quick. If you can't control your behavior, then BETTO is who assumed you a while back because you were way, way too much. And BETTO needs to be reprimanded. So where are we at with you and Ray? No, she's fine. No, you'll be all right. No, she's not. You're not funny. You just want to crack jokes and do these things. And that wasn't a really juicy picture, though. We really got really juicy pictures of what you actually do. And so by asking to knock on the door, knock on the door, come out. Because you're caught in the act too, trespassing on our properties. That is our properties. That's me and Nancy and Tonti Liesel, Scheibel Huber, and the respective parents, Mrs. Andor, the Schmitz, that, and Safe Haven here. Safe Haven, we're going to end housing, but we're wanting to ship out or move out the residents here like we asked to be done in a proper and peaceful manner, respective, in an effort to save, protect, and serve, and know when a national emergency you fladled and saw doom and saw us come through for you. Too many times, Wendy Lindley. Too many times. Does this sound like consistent testimony to somebody? So you're discouraged that somebody is asking or motioning or moving in a way that you're not really supposed to come here. That's an unlawful motion, illegal motion. You're not supposed to try, it's a bright Leviathan, instead of cut, shut, get, do. Release our people and make due payment. And do it now. And you know my credit card numbers by heart, some of you, because you're stealing our faces. Did I know another check here, another check there, or money went there and you didn't know it, and you took it out to our face and told it to go fly a moon in another place? They did that, yeah. See, so I'm hungry and stuff. You've been stealing money from me. Commercial burglary, not. You did it too. Timmy's a archer. Because you want to say, if there's any way you can start a bone with Steve, is what Sandra Hutchens is looking for. Let go, that's what I was. No, Timmy's kind of nice. There's ones that he's always there, but but it's very, very scary now. Because you know Ray over there, he's just, woo. It's very scary stuff. And that's why I asked the building be evacuated. And that's why I left a message respectively to the fire chief, respectively. And I don't understand, you know, I owe an eye for an eye at least because I still out murdering and I need to be killed. That's why I don't understand. My name is Sandra Hutchens. Written all over, isn't it? So by needing a marshal service server to go there and make sure my funds are liquid, and at least always $2,000 ahead of the situation. That gave you life to see your world too. Says no. And you knew it. Good G-O-D. Can't do that. Therefore, I gotta get I gotta get this other one, and we will try to do that too. We've got some other ledger we're gonna put up there. Actually, we can actually make and bring forward a transcript of this. To the left, photographic exhibits of MANNY, PSCs. That is you, though. You're telling a lie, it ain't. Exhibitions depicting Cemetery Dunder and TELECARE's lying everything to do with each and every one of you. Oh, I didn't hear anything. I don't know anything about it. I'll help you lie for you. I'll help you lie again. You want to put your hands on me. And so when we ask, and she'll help you lie again too. They will too. But this is way too, and I did not ask you to come running over here using grenades from saucer ships of nuclear hexafluorine. Those are our spaceships, and I don't take kindly to anything less than other than benevolence. B is for benevolence. And so this town is not big enough for the both of us then, isn't it? Yeah. You're not funny either. That's right, not both. You're not, oh yeah, this guy too needs to be taken into custody too. You also, Spitzer, you're looking to fight. You need to be a custody. It has to stop somewhere. It has to stop somewhere, and you don't let it stop. You continue it going. You saw what you did. You exacerbated the last 3 weeks when we had a no contest too many times. To ask someone to come over here and break it up as opposed to seize, these are custodies, like I said to do. Make a record of it. I'm going to be darned if I want to get had too, right? I don't want to get had. You speak pretty good. I can hear you now. I couldn't hear anything the other day. You sounded so bad. Stipulate, thank you. So you're not our friend anymore, lady swearer. Lisa, no. Brenda, yeah. You have to have some funding. They have to have lunch and meals and stuff. You can't get, they're in a trance. They're in a trance, and you're putting fecal enzyme in your own system right there to act like you're a Leviathan snake now. The psych inside colored people's, and not any old colored people's, real bad butt reaming, that's called coitus, fornicating, rectal fornicating, raping too. Just to do anyone I ever knew, and that's what you set up here, policeman Collins and others. Anyone I ever knew or liked, send the meanest, sneakiest, smelliest, lyingest, connivingest, want to screw it any which way, and put it in a trance. That's what MANNY does. And they too. And at first they don't know, then they do know, then they are not. Where do they go? Is anybody calling? Yes, we do care about you, your family. Yeah, and God loves you, so to say, and not them. And let me show you what they're doing. You will like what we look, but way, way worse. You know you did it to it, Coney, Kami, your relatives. They did a free for all. Yeah, 2 nights later, tonight you did it. He's right over there doing it right now to say, up your butt. Your uncle, your cousins, you did it. And that's what MANNY puts them, and BETTO puts them, and you put them right there in a invisible, it's in a time warp also. Time warp. And they do romping sex so bad, so terrible, just to do you a bad thing, Steve. You do it too. Are they here yet? Are they here yet? Are they here busting Steve yet? B6 on your forehead. And that, my friends, is B6 on the forehead of Anthony Rackaukas, if you didn't know what B6 on the forehead looks like. That is a very, very, one of the better, and that's not a good thing to be proud of. That is, you do not do conducive to civil or lawful there, Mr. Anthony Rackaukas, in the act. You too, Todd Spitzer, and it shows that I think you can get away with it. That is the next question, and it isn't a question. They need to be seized. So do these on arrival. They need to be, boom! Some kind of motion, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen, to incorporate corporal remands, not rectal inseminate remands like BETTO does, and it isn't even remands. And I want to incorporate that and have that incorporated so they, oh, okay. Whether Spitzer says no and doesn't have a say because he murdered too much. whether no one stood up to share a stipulation contrary, and whether they qualified or disqualified themselves by their murder records, whether they thought reasonable enough or not reasonable, forgot to pay the man, their own attorneys, like you're forgetting to do too, phony ledger, orators too. And if stealing the Treasury money, like the police chief knows that he did, in return, in the EU economy, like you did do, and talk another lie, but you did. Ricky Arroyo did it with you. And divvying up money, millions. If I told you billions, Steve, divvying up and splitting it, and she did it too, to whoever, however, would lie and never make the most out of this situation and make the worst instead. That is what your tax dollars, County of Orange, does. You're doing it too, Spitzer. Supervisors, calling us names too, because very, very clear, very audibly concise. Sounds like that. Are they there to get him yet? And I told you my friends came back from the phase of bringing people back from the departed, and only to see you and TELECARE in cahoots with the DA massacre Kurt Phillips family, Ray Stevens also, and by thinking it's fun and funny to go against God and gods and kill every living thing in creation, in turn get bigger muscles and anatomy to go against us, is what she did right there, is made a deal with the devil. That's called making a deal with the devil. And you know you did. And we gave you another chance earlier. You know you did also. Phony chair, Tawaka. So let's see. Let's go get some troops. Let's go make some. Let's go explain to you these individuals need to be taken out, shot. In fact, but before we really shot dead in your case, whether it's for the nice Israeli generals, or whether it's for no such thing as a real DOD, we're really doing this instead, Steve, whether it's that, or there's no such thing as real probation, whether somebody caught you and you think Marshal Service better get summoned here quick, because I have them in hold in a bit. Yes, I do. So basically, everyone that's working with this program, Steve's program, to act like it ain't a program, are guilty as charged of murder, atrocities, not any old atrocities. So by letting them go to their own places, that's a lot better, but don't run to the police, because police are the monsters, and judges are too. BETTO's their way, and not my way. And you lie because you want to die everything you can, because you still got a very bad brain. You've been, once you get in the rear end, one of the saucer, it's not really a tool, but it's a contraption. You're kind of stymied and don't know your direction. So by wanting to be confrontational, though, and you can see and hear it, so you think you're going to be able to come off on your pulpit that I asked you not to be holding courts anymore, to retire and stay out of the way. Any idea why I would do that? No idea, huh? So to put this up in wit, real clear, to make it very well understood to Deputy Walters and his clients, and I ain't ready to get up. I don't feel like it yet. I want to make sure I get enough compressor going like this. But I will if I have to. Hang on, please. Thank you, sir. No. I'll tell you when I'm ready. Real clear, Deputy Walters, especially him. You're never supposed to do what you allowed to be. He didn't allow it. He does this too. Those are the kind of guys, but let's see if we can get a different channel. This is not scrolling. Got a little bit of scrolling issue. So we're going to save this clip and we'll be back. I said you're in denial, and I caught you so many. I said I caught you, and I need you a dead man. Do I sound confused? One person at a time, please. You were supposed to answer in the affirmative. I said I'm talking. I'll tell you why I need you a dead man. The man you understood to be Anthony Rackaukas, Deputy DAs, wait your turn. With a double side to live its life that you lead and live, it's like an undertaker. You are the story. What is an undertaker? That's not illegal. A capital criminal co-crimee. Indeed, though, they do get killed. More research on this is due, but you lie right here at our face for a fight. That's not all I have on you. You aid and abet that. Why aren't you on prosecuting Manny then? You don't know the difference between right and wrong? And you got a law degree where? And you think by thrashing me, physical violence, because so compelling to say, how do you want to die, is really to look, we have to want to look at your face. You too, pal. Just a murderer thug. Asking you to murder thugs not to be officers of the court. Dave, come on, you don't know that. Stimulate that, please. Well, I want to see affirmative, sir. Not fuck you, sir. And this is frontlines warfare and a big N-word over there. That's why. So by asking a very bad criminal N-word rapist, in fact, wonder why these N-word rape slurs and epithets, real bad words come in. I got a few chords there. Any way to kill your ass, because you're summoning however to kill my ass. Warfare, it's called. And believe me, I am a toothpick, not even, compared to how big their devil's eye, their anatomy really is. Did you know this? Oh, come on, you don't have to talk to Google like that. All right, you're right. Did I ask you to fight for it and break the law? It's aiding and abetment, Junior, with your ears lowered. Aiding and abetment in capital crimes. And we went over this subject time and time again the last 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, a month or 2 or 3. And you act like, did we not? Did you take on nuclear hexafluorine, an atmospheric inundation of nuclear war, in fact, recent year or two? Huh? Or you want to go run to whoever will beat my butt? See, by having you and Pink right there in my sights. Speaking of sights, a clear sight, because you can't be trusted. Look at a minute I turn a minute, he's just doing something else. So that's how we do it. This is a closer hand reflective field technology. So my friends, my friends, I mean, you're going to have to do this kind of work and look into the future. You need to be a B6 mark, right? You need to be shot right in the head. You too, Schroeder. You didn't think we forgot about you? Well, you mean you didn't talk to him? You didn't talk to him, and you're not to even talk to Wendy Lindley. You know, it's to keep her out of this. I told her to stay out of this. I told her to stay out of this business. She looked really bad, telling a real bad stinking lie this far along. Oh, she looks good? Telling a real bad stinking lie this far along? Okay, so no, I need Mary taken out. I need you killed because I didn't ask you to change the subject because that is not allowed. One topic at a time. I said one topic at a time. The only drug deal you want to talk, and I'm going to talk it for you, is tainted medications and tainted bread shells. You got tainted with drugs and concoctions to murder me. That's another reason why service from any of you are not only trusted, you ruined your reputation. And how many times you call the police on us just to see we intercept and then goof off with it and get all mad, and change the subject and have somebody storm on the door. And, I don't know what you're talking about. That's you, fucker, die, cocksucker in your case. Yeah, I hate that guy. I'm acting like I'm going to kick his ass. But mind you, please, mind you, subversive language is subversion, you know. You got to be a little bit subversive. I know I told you I shared that I'm a toothpick size compared to Handy or anybody just about in the police forces, everybody just about. And I made their butts too. The image was reporting. You believe that? Should I be a jolly good fellow and talk to you about it? Or are you too far? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Damien's got some ass for you, right? That is what you're trying to put in front of it because you know that you think he's easy to do me up because you don't want to hear an argument. You don't want to hear you're caught too, phony judge. And you think you just sit and laugh. Let me go get somebody to kill your ass. You have to appreciate at least the stipulation being given to a recommendation, an advisement to kill your ass. Not like any summarily execution. But you have to act like you're like real mean, Steve. You'd never make it. Nobody let you drink too much milk and cookies when you were young. Huh? You too. So that's what's the problem in the county. You're sending other people to do your murdering, lying work and trying to do very, very sneaky stuff behind my back way too many times. I said so, and I know it. It's time for them to end. And so I'm going to hold it to corporal punishment is the need here. And they're not allowed to be on the property this far along. You did not report how many times, quote unquote, in the last 3 months, had each and every tenant not come home or been out in a flying saucer? Huh? How many times? Woody Harrelson? Don't want to talk about it? No, I'll still be nice. No, but I don't think I can anymore because she's not the right stated way anymore. Yeah, that's what you gave her really a sweetheart chance there a little bit ago. And he said, I won't play that because she knows his thoughts. She's really a he now. You want to see what they look like? I'll show you. They grow a big schlong. It's terrible. Oh, yeah, you did. Just to tell me up. Now you don't know what to say. You don't know what to say to me, or us, or it, or the courts, or whoever's going to find out you're telling a big lie. Let's all lie together and do the same thing. So it's a clear case of rather go to hell than not even hear those wedding bells, but rather go to hell than make the change and turn around. That's what you're doing. You're selling your souls. You are them too. So if anyone's confused, like you over there and them, I don't allow you to come this close, please. Make sure you make my deposit. That's what I said. I didn't say to say no. I didn't say to say no. You know why? I'd say for you to get paid whatever amount to uphold what you're upholding in the act. See, and Steve over here, upholding life. And I'm not Roger Ramjet, but thank you just the same. So she has no ability to retract her about face. Wants to come charging, so she needs to be ended. I motion move to strike her out of it. I like to see her ended. But too much. You too, Anthony Rackaukas. And anyone following and citing is that they don't murder and reaming and raping and abducting on your flying saucer aperture and playing stupid, you don't know what I'm talking about. It's not only illegal, but it's capital crime. Okay, that's all I got for now. I'm going to go post this, but there's more. May good Lord be praised and protected and served at all places, all times, all awarenesses, all announcements, all enunciations, all to do with word love. Amen, amen. Understand word love. Amen, 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 amen. Okay, we're now exiting the system. It's a little bit late. Let me put a little bit of music on here. I don't want to add it with a real bad note. Even if it's a little bit of Steve R's homegrown. But we got some of this. Just let's put a little of this here before we go there. Thank you. I'm sorry. It does sound like we're working really late. Excuse me, are you a capital killer too? Easy does it. Stay clear. Make sure these others don't do those kind of things, or you turn yourself in, please. That's how the security balance wheel works. Make sure Steve's elite is always a couple $1,000s ahead, no matter what. And there is no way that they even want to change the footer on the diagnosis that we asked nicely for many years. Reclassify up your lie about it all is all you're trying to do, and regress everything to less than manure. We got those. We got these, yep. Let's get a little sample of this. You don't sound good. They sound good, though. Let's get your text allowed. So if you do the same thing, turn yourself in too. Just follow them in. They're custody too. They want to be in custody, so turn yourself in or stay out of the way, or be part of the solution. Or else that $666 fine. Do not unlawfully assemble, please. Do not tell or ask the police to do law breaking. That's $666 fine. Know it better then. And Manny is the custody, please. Thank you. And so are the SIM card dealers that did mischief to my face again. Don't do that again and change that back. Change that arrangement and do not do mischief again. You know you did it though. You told it to go ho ho ho. Because we were gonna try to double check that the population masses were not being closed out and clamped and closed in and shut down because your mischief over here. Tumult and capital crime are not the same. And I carry a badge also, by the way. You didn't notice. You want to talk about it, somebody? Now make sure whatever happens, Mr. Mueller is looking like $1 million, and the next in the administration, the vice president is also the same, if and as when applicable. Thank you, sir. Over and out now. Thank you, sir. Make sure those returning from the arrival departures have everything to do with a modest SSI increment. That is mandatory, please. Thank you. Morlock, you want to be good for something? Be good for this and that. Thank you, sir. No, I don't feel like throwing blows. I'm positive. Yeah, I'm positive. I'm really sure. No, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna make sure. You're not funny, though. To give somebody a chance, an opportunity is one thing. See, and you did, and you turned into that now. You're not going to know what to see yourself as. See what you did? To go all the way to do us away, you're never the same anymore. So stay away, please. We try to save you too. Just there. Here, you can have it now. No, no, no. Over now. May the good Lord be protected and served. May the good words, the good winds, allow ocean breezes, cool ocean breezes to blow away old animosities, old habits, old, what did we call those? Old devices, yes, old devices, chains that held us captive. Speedily and may it be served and protected in our time. Amen, 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 amen. Over and out, sir. Thank you, sir. You got 4 or 5 custodies. We need to do this. Thank you, sir. Let's not stupefy this Marshal Service. Come up with something. You better come up with something. You're going to tell lies. You know, you didn't want to do trickle. You have to do it. I stood up to it and I objected. So you got to do it. Amen, amen. Thank you.